Oh dear, sorry you guys. True Andrea style, gotta... Sorry. If the camera falls over, I'll start over. Hi you guys, I probably should have brushed my teeth before this. It's been a long day. I had to go to a mall. I think I suffered some type of rash because I was in a mall. Malls make me sick. Shopping makes me sick. I know, I must not be a female. Well, I love to shop, but I'm more of like a boutique person, you know? This is gonna be fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun because I am not a drinker at all, like ever, just never have. What is that noise? Why are my sprinklers going off? I don't have my sprinkler system set. Maybe some of you have the waterworks because of the full moon in Cancer. Did you get your crystals out to charge? Okay, so I am not, let me straighten up my skirt. One moment, my skirt is completely, I went to dinner and I am not a drinker at all. Like I just do not drink. No, I did not wear this to dinner. I had a cute little red jacket with dress on. But I'm not a drinker at all, and I had a glass of biodynamic wine. It's the only thing I'll drink. And so, you guys will have a little different, you'll have a different view of me. But it was one, so thanks. Happy, happy dance. Okay, so yeah, I never drink, but I had a drink. And biodynamic wine is very beautiful because they pray over it during the full moon. Oh gosh, you guys, there's 50 of you on. Like the video, for God's sake. This is going to be a different type of reading. Can all of you hear me? I had to turn my space heater off because I want to make sure that you can hear me, and you guys probably thought I passed out or something. I would never do that. I actually only had one glass, and I am a tall, big woman, so one glass is nothing. But when you never drink, one glass is everything. But yeah. Okay. This is going to be a different type of reading. What a mess. All the Virgos are probably looking at this like, clean this up. So I am very versed in Vedic, well, not very versed, but I'm versed in Vedic astrology, actually more than I am in Western astrology. I have to take off my boots, you guys. My God. What a... Sorry. It's just, I'm hot. So hot. So I'm going to say a few nishaktras, which is your moon nishaktra, which is how you show up Vedically. And I'm going to read 3 stories. Thank you, Richard. What a very kind statement. Get comfy. Thank you. I will get comfy. You know, one glass doesn't do anything to me. And, you know, it's probably been 1.5 years since I've had anything to drink. I just am not a drinker. It's funny, out here in Southern California, you say, you know, people say, oh, do you want something to drink? And you say no. And they're like, how long have you been in recovery? I'm like, my whole life. I've never, just never drank. I'm the type of person that would prefer like a big piece of chocolate cake. You know, I'm a health nut, so I look at like the caloric density of a glass of wine and think, oof, no thank you. And also I have an MTHFR gene mutation. 50% of the population has a gene mutation, and mine is the MTHFR, which is the mild one. But wine actually is not the best for me. So, but biodynamic wine is different. They pray over the wine under the full moon, and it is organic and sulfite free, and it is not created using egg whites. A lot of wine uses egg whites during the creation, so it's not technically vegan. Anyway, it's a whole, yeah. But so I had a glass, and I was in really good company. Gosh, you guys, I have spent the whole year in hermit mode, and this will just be 1 minute, okay? And you know, I don't date. I've been building this second business, and I run another business, and I basically do everything on my own. I keep my house myself. It's a big house, and my dogs, who just got groomed, by the way, and my body and all of that. And I really had let my workouts and things go this past year to build this business. And I had turned down this guy that had asked me out literally at least once a week for the past 5 months. And I was like, you know what? I'll just go to dinner. It's dinner. It's dinner. It's just dinner. And it was nice. It was he's very nice. Very nice. Might as well. It's just dinner. I'm such a shrew, I wouldn't even let him pick me up at my house. Oh, wow, I drew the ring card. Imagine that. And, oh, my favorite card, the way I show up. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get down to business. So I'm going to be speaking in Vedic astrology. Now, you can find out your sun, moon, and rising. I'm going to go by the Nakshatra, your moon Nakshatra. By just simply, you can Google Vedic astrology chart, put in your information just like you put it in Western astrology, and find out. What I like about Vedic astrology is that it's very similar to Western astrology, but different. It's, you know, your Rahu and your Ketu, your past life and all that stuff. I found it utterly shocking. This was probably a few months ago. I don't even recall what it was now. But when I was comparing my chart to someone else's, I was dealing with the past life history there. And I was like, whoa, I've got to learn more about this. I've got to study this, because this is either my person, you know, or it's my person I'm going to spend my life missing when I'm not with them. So it was really interesting when I did the charts. And yeah, and you know, you'll find also the similarities when you meet someone, and this is a common misconception, you know, you have several soulmates in a lifetime, hundreds. It could be your dog in a past life. It could be your best friend in a past life, your wife in a past life, or, you know, someone you killed in a past life, or someone you were in war with thousands of lives ago. But you have one twin flame, and you're cut from the same cloth. And it's really interesting. There's so many similarities. People, outside energies see you as very similar, you know, but you're actually, there's always one big difference, whether it's an age difference or a religion difference or a ethnicity. God, I did have a drink. Ethnicity difference. Oh my God, that's funny. That's so funny. My ex used to love when I would have a drink because he said I would smile more. Okay, so just when I was doing that, I drew the child card, which is the past life card in the Lenormand deck for me. So let's get into it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to I feel energetically we have 3 different types of readings going on here, 3 different types of energies. and 103 people on and 37 likes. Maybe I should just turn the video off. I'm going to read each story, how I energetically intuit it. I'm also going to say the nishakra it is in Vedic astrology, or the nishakra I feel it is. I might even say the Venus sign. Okay? Then let me give you an example of how similar yet different Western and Vedic is. So after I read the stories, by the way, if a story resonates with you, I'm going to name the story 1, 2, or 3, or A, B, and C. When you get your private reading by going to the detoxintuitive.com, because I'm going to cut this story short, okay? I still have a few presents left to wrap for my nephew. Oh my goodness. So when I say the story, you go to the detoxintuitive.com. When you just purchase a love reading or a twin flame readings are more popular. Say story 1 resonated with me, or story 2. Put story 1, 2, or 3 in the line so I'll know where we're at. Okay, do you guys follow me? Do you get it? 3 storylines. Okay, I'm gonna cut the stories a little bit short. Yeah, you guys, I don't drink ever, like once a decade. And I had like maybe not even a full glass. But biodynamic wine is different. It's very potent. Loyalty, the dog. We're going to start with this. Story number 1, loyalty, the compass, the akashic record. I love it. Loyalty, the compass, akashic record, the house, the institution, like the chapel, the choice, the flowers, the ring, and the birds. The story, bottom of the deck, revolves around the number 1 card. She is number 1 in the deck of Lenormand. I love this card. This is the card how I always show up. In the Lenormand deck, there are 3 female cards in this particular deck. This is the, I believe this deck is by Ciro Marchetti. Yeah. So in this deck, there's the number 1 card, which is her and her beautiful legs, and she's riding a unicorn into a rainbow. There's the younger woman card, and there's the older woman card. And I like this one. She's in her 30s or 40s and just absolutely stunning to look at. So I love this one. So this is who this is about. And let me just give you kind of an example of the chakras and how close Vedic is to Western, but how very different. So I am a Pisces Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising, Pisces Venus in Western astrology. In Vedic astrology, I show up as a Pisces Sun, Scorpio Moon, and I cannot, in a Vikshaktra. Vishaktra is my nishaktra, and I show up as a Libra rising and Aquarius Venus in Vedic. So the only 2 things that changed were my rising and my Venus, and of course I get a nishaktra, which is, mine is Vishakra. Hard to pronounce, Vishaka, Vishkia or something like that. There's so many different chakras. There's Purva Dashrapta, there's Hasta, there's several different kinds. But for this energy, I feel like it's a Vishaktra energy, an energy like I have. So if you look up Vedically, and that is your nakshatra. Vishaktra is your nakshatra. This may resonate with you. I feel like mine, your Venus would be in Aquarius in Vedic. Top row, we have the dog, which is the card of loyalty. We have the compass. And we have the book, which to me is the Akashic record book. I feel like someone is extremely loyal. I feel like it is this female energy. Her loyalty has been tested, and she was faced with a decision. And I feel like she did choose a direction and made a decision. I feel like this one wants marriage. This one wants to be married. She thrives in a commitment. She thrives in business. She thrives in physical health, in just overall well-being when she is committed. So it's funny, we have the compass. Under the compass, we have the institution, which looks like a church. This actually looks like a church in San Diego that's really beautiful, this big white church on the highway. And underneath this, we have the ring. So this Vishaktra is her nakshatra. Definitely, this is a Vishaktra energy. A Vishaktra energy is a very sensual energy, but also a very loyal energy. And it's also a very secretive energy. So it's kind of male or female. It's a mysterious energy that people have a lot of trouble figuring out. And even over time, they can't seem to figure the energy out. And so it causes a lot of, this is very Scorpio-esque energy, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's very watery energy in Western astrology. Vishaktra in Vedic is very, in my opinion, very watery due to its mysteriousness. So the water energies, you've got Pisces showing up as the high priestess, and the moon, Cancer and Pisces showing up as the moon, and Scorpio showing up as the death card. So those are death is mysterious to us. The high priestess is intuition, and the moon card is secrets, right? So this is a very mysterious energy. So a lot of people try to court this energy, but then get taken back when they discover how loyal and good this energy is. They try to catch this energy in lies. They often become accusatory of this type of energy. And there's no reason to be. Loyalty, the compass is leading to the institution in the ring. So this Vishaktra, nakshatra, Vedic astrology, is headed towards the institution and marriage. The institution being a church, marriage, the compass. So no matter what, she's number one in the Lenormand deck for a reason. She will get what she wants with whoever she chooses. But we have under the Akashic Record card, or the Akashic Record book, this is the book, and I see this as the book of Akashic Records. We have the 2 staircases, card number 22, which is the card of choice. And then we have the bird card. So we have the bird and we have the birdhouse. Now, this could be like, birds could be symbolic to not just her, but 2 people. 2 people. I'm also feeling like butterflies and a frog, and I don't know why. That sounds awkward. I don't know why I just said that. Liz, I offer Akashic Record reading and lookups on the detoxintuitive.com. You can check it out there. So we have the Akashic Record book, The Choice, and the birds. So a choice has been taken because that is countered to the house and the institution. So this particular person is ready to move homes, is ready to get married, and clearly made a choice to go a certain direction. Now, whether the choice was accepted or not, who knows? It's kind of hard to turn down a Vishaktra. Vishakta is, again, they're very kind of like a sensual energy, very, very sexy, very appealing, very love to please in the bedroom, but they're very loyal. They're very loyal. So this Vishakta made a choice. And down here we have the flowers, the ring, and the bird. So we have this Vishakta, who is extremely loyal, guided by the Akashic Records, by her. So this person is working within their soul family at this moment, is ready to move home. Got the church, the ring, made a choice of who she wanted to be with, she or he. We have the flowers, the ring, the birdhouse, the birds. I feel like this energy is like done looking for like feathers. Okay, like done looking for, you know, there was a time a few months ago I was finding feathers everywhere. They were like blowing in through a window. They were in a parking lot at the gym. They were everywhere. This Nishaktra is done looking for signs, symbols, synchronicities, things of that nature. She does have animal spirit guides working with her and is divinely guided by, I feel like possibly a grandmother, a father who passed over, some of you a mother. It's funny, I look at this card, I have a flower in my kitchen right now that has straight up been in there for a month. Someone brought me flowers and one flower just stayed completely fresh. It's like perfect. I put it on Instagram today. It's like, it looks like it was brought over yesterday. And I think that's funny. So let's see who we're playing with here. Let's get out a few cards that y'all will understand. So this is number one. So when you go to the Detox Intuitive and purchase your reading, say, okay, number one really resonated with me. Because, yeah, wow, I can't make this shit up. So basically a tower moment made this person put their foot down. And this person knows what they want. This person wants to be married. They want like a happy home. They want everything. They're loyal. They're probably extremely attractive or attractive. They have suitors. They have options. And they're not going to settle. And they're not going to wait. So I'd like to see what the tower moment is. Wow, this person also has a Knight of Pentacles and a Knight of Wands, a Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands. So this person, this woman, is not afraid to cut people out who are like in and out of her life. Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. She doesn't care, you know, if that causes conflict. Also, a Vishakta is not, you know, depending where the other placements are, is not afraid of putting effort into a relationship. We have the Queen of Cups and Judgment. And she is also not, she or he is also not afraid to speak their mind. Wow. We have the Ace of Wands. We have Star card of Aquarius or any sign. We have a Queen of Swords. We also have Temperance, card of Sagittarius, Nine of Cups, and 10 of Pentacles. We also have someone guarding themselves. I'm going to put the cards back. I'm going to give 3 good shuffles, split the deck in 3, and I'm going to clarify each card once, and then we're going to move on to group 2. If this resonates with you, private reading is the best way to go. This is a general reading. I feel like the loyal dog here, this Vishaktra, this woman, communicated clearly. Four of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, High Priestess, oh wow, okay, I get it. 9 of Wands on the house, Knight of Swords, the Hierophant, the World, King of Swords, Page of Cups. Overall energy, 6 of Pentacles, reciprocity, giving and receiving. What people so often mistake about this card in particular is that, you know, you see the man and he's looking down at the 2 people and he's giving to one and he's not looking at the other, or he's looking down at the people he's giving to. But what people often miss is this is not, wow, 8 of Cups is staring at me. I should turn that over. This is not what this card means about giving to others, like financially. It can, but it's not what it means. It means to truly understand reciprocity. We have to truly understand that the one who gives is the one who gives from the heart, not from the wallet. The one who truly carries a situation, carries a relationship, is the one who really gives from their heart, right? So that's bottom of the deck. Now, I'm starting to itch like crazy all of a sudden. So what we have on the dog, on the loyalty on the dog, we have the 4 of Pentacles that's holding on, but then it graduated to the 5 of Pentacles. So on the compass, we have 5 of Pentacles feeling left out in the cold, but it's going from the 4 to the 5, so that's fine. On the Akashic record book, we have the High Priestess, card of Pisces. Remember, the Queen of Cups tried to pop out too. And in Vedic astrology, this would be a Vishakra. And I'm feeling Venus in Aquarius big time. On the house, we have the Nine of Wands, and this took me a minute to get, and then, oh no, my money tree is being burned. No. Sorry, my candle caught my money tree on fire. So we have the house and the Nine of Wands. So it's like this woman is using her house to guard herself away from people. Probably spends a lot of time at home. Vishakra energy gets that way only after being imbalanced from feeling left out in the cold, or from having a situation where they were giving and not receiving. But I feel like this energy is still free flowing. Like this energy doesn't hibernate like, 7 days a week without leaving the house. I feel like this is an energy that, goes to the gym, goes to the store, goes on hikes, they just don't socialize at bars and things of that nature. By choice. So in the institution, we have a Knight of Swords. So I feel like maybe they could have been dealing with someone who was married without knowing. Could have been an air sign. We have swords here. The choice card came with the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is the institution of marriage. It's funny, it comes right next to the institution. So we're like graduating step by step. So it's the institution of marriage, it's military, it's things of that nature. Again, I'm not really reading signs. We have Taurus here, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, we have Pisces. Down here on the flowers, we have the World card. The world is something has culminated to an end in order to begin again. Can be with the same situation or something new. Next to this, we have the King of Swords and the Ring. Next to this, we have the birds with the birdhouse and the Page of Cups. So this is a younger male with water in their chart. I feel a very like like a Purvahabhadra. I can't pronounce it. Purvahabhadra energy here. It's another Nishaktra. It's a very lucky Nishaktra to have because they've done such good things. They've been like killed in past lives, and they've given to the poor in past lives, and they've done such service in other lives that they usually end up very wealthy and happy in love and finding their true soul partner in this lifetime. That's it, you guys. I'm going to go to a different one. So if this resonates with you, general reading, if you look at your Vedic chart and you have Venus in Aquarius, or you have your Purvahabhadra or Vishakra or something as your Nishaktra, you'll want to go to the detoxintuitive.com, click on spiritual gifts and offerings, get a love reading or a twin flame reading. The readings are an hour long, and we'll go from there. Okay, let's go to the next one, and this will be number 2. You guys, I need to get some kombucha. Will you guys excuse me? Thank you so much. And there's 175 of you on and only 75 likes, and that makes me want to cry. So hopefully when I return with my kombucha, there'll be a few more. Okay, thanks. Be right back. Gosh, I see all these other, I shouldn't even say this. This sounds so bitchy, but I'm going to say it anyway because I feel like I need to say it. Let me fluff my hair real quick. Okay. So I see all these other readers on here and they're like talking about like their pizza in the oven and their pork loins and their, they're drinking pop, and I'm from Ohio, so I guess you guys call it soda. And I'm just like, delete, 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 delete. Like, your third eye cannot open for 7 years, 5 to 7 years, when you're still eating pork and red meat. Like, how are you going to sit down and intuit a reading when you eat like shit? Please tell me that. Call me judgmental. I don't care if the tarot community hates on me. I don't care. I'm from the detox industry. I'll be fine. Look, you guys, your issues live in your tissues. Seriously, I'm not hiring anyone to do a reading that eats a dead cow a few hours before and is full of gas and parasites and bullshit. How in the hell are you supposed to tune into your intuition? Seriously, how? Your issues live in your tissues. Your third eye cannot awaken while you're still eating that bullshit. Come on. If you don't think I know what I'm talking about, I have a second YouTube channel. It's called Andrea Cox TV. Feel free to go there. You can page down. It's got almost 4 million views. It might have 4 million views already. Page down and look at the videos of me on the news. There's at least 8 news videos on there. You don't get put on the news in Ohio and San Diego and work with the people I've worked with, detoxing them, if you don't know what you're talking about. We've got her showing up again. This is definitely Purvahabhadra, if I can't even pronounce it right, energy right here. Bottom of the deck, we have the owls. We have the owls. Secrets. We also have the mice, the maze, the hatchet on the board. Whew. So good. Kombucha full of B vitamins. Probiotics for your gut. Mine's not even store-bought. I make my own, just saying. Okay. A lot of secrets in this. We have the owl and the moon. We have the dandelion, which is actually good luck in the Lenormand deck. This is story number 2. This is story number 2. Dandelion, good luck. The wishing well, someone made a wish. I have a feeling it came true. The mice, someone made a wish and they didn't know what they were wishing for. The maze. The letter. The hatchet. So I know where this is going. The cross. The cross is not exactly a good thing in the Lenormand in this deck, but the younger man, he's so gosh darn cute in this deck. I actually like older men, like much older, 10 years minimum. But this one's really cute in this deck. They did a really beautiful job in the Ciro Marchetti Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck. I'm from Ohio, excuse the way I talk. And then we have her showing up again, the Vishaktra. So the Vishaktra is involved. I feel like we have 2 people who have Aquarius and Venus. And I'm going to tell you why, and you guys are going to say, God, that's crazy. Because of the background of the wishing well and the hatchet, the sun rising in the east. Aquarius is known as the star card in the tarot. When the stars go down, it's just the sun rising in the east. It just makes me feel Aquarius and Venus. We're dealing with a Vishaktra and I cannot, to save my life, if I could pronounce it, I would pronounce it Purva Bhadrapada. Purva Bhadrapada is what I think it's pronounced. Purva Bhadrapada. So we've got 2 Nishaktras. One is Purva Bhadrapada and the other is Vishaka. That's what we have in this one. I feel like we have 2 Aquariuses in Venus and Aquariuses. This is Vedic. I don't know what their Venus is in Western. But you know, Venus is your wife, Jupiter's your husband. I feel like we could have 2 people that have the same Venus-Jupiter conjunct in both Western and Vedic astrology. That's hot. That's a hell of a connection. That's an inner meshing of souls. That's a I want to say, you know, when you meet someone and it's super passionate and you just like, you know, you just like, I mean, it'd be horrible, you know, I don't do this, but you know, like maybe you have a one night stand or you like meet someone and it's just like, you know, you're like, oh, this is different. This is, sorry, you guys, hair problems. This is 2 souls that come together and they're souls. They're not bodies. So if they come at each other like that, really passionately, if they come at each other real passionately like that, it would almost mess up the connection, because these are two souls that have spent multiple lifetimes together. So it's almost like they have to be so careful and treat each other like little children. They have to go so slow. So if this is a rekindling of an old relationship, it would have to be like baby steps. If this is a new situation, excuse me, gosh, I feel like I need burped. Someone had a glass of wine. My little kombucha drink, it like really gave me the burps. Okay. So let's get into this. Ooh, I switched them. Interesting. I think they're going to come back together, because you know what happened, and I never switch cards. I don't fuck up like that. I switched the wishing well and the hatchet. The wishing well was up there and the wish came true, and the hatchet was down here, and I switched them, so I'm leaving them. So we have the dandelion. So this is from the divine. This is blessed from the beginning. This is really blessed from the beginning. We have two people that their charts are so very intertwined, intermeshed. Connected, that it screams past life. Like South Node, Moon, Moon and Venus. Someone's moon is someone's sun sign, which we know that forms a really, Someone has their Venus in Aquarius and someone shows up as an Aquarius. Someone has their Jupiter in Aries or Aquarius, and someone's a Jupiter in Aries or an Aquarius. This is past life. This is in Vedic. I'm talking Vedic. Someone was in a real difficult relationship with a hasta. The nakshatra would be a hasta. And the hasta let other people infiltrate the relationship. So could have been coworkers, could have been family, could have been other people. I feel like the female energy here felt like they were in like some type of maze. We have the maze card. I feel like communication was dead, because we have the hatchet and the communication. I feel like one person made zero attempt to communicate with the other. I feel like someone met someone else and they made a wish because they were so tired of feeling out in the cold. And they wished for this person to come in, and the universe literally delivered the person immediately. And I feel like it blew one person's mind and made them take like 20 steps back. And that's when one person knew that this was from the divine. that it was sent from like their ancestors. I feel like there's a difference in religion and spiritual beliefs between two people. And then we have these two cards. Numbers I have on the board: 1, 2, 228, 128, 41, 27, 43, 36, 10, 23, 2. Someone has a parent that's 56 that they don't have a good relationship with. A parent that is 56 years old. Oh, thank you. I forgot. Super Chats is on. Sorry. I'm like, you guys, I got my Super Chats money, and I want to tell you thank you. You have no idea how much that adds up to be. No idea. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. It feeds me well. I appreciate that. Thank you. I can't see your name. Okay. So let's clarify these. Remember, on the bottom of the deck, we had the owls. So owls may be of significance to this particular relationship. And the moon. So we may have two people with Pisces in their chart. Heavy Pisces. Because in the tarot, the moon card is Pisces. In astrology, the moon card is Cancer. We are under the Cancer full moon right now, too. I feel like we have an energy also. It's separate from this energy. Wow, Hierophant over the Dandelion. 2 of Cups over the Hatchet. Wow. Wheel of Fortune over the Mouse. Justice over Communication. Queen of Swords over the Maze. Yep. 10 of Swords over the Wish. 10 of Pentacles over the Cross. That can mean something. 8 of Cups over the female card. I'm switching cards again. That's so wild. That is so wild. And Judgment over the young man. On the bottom of the deck, we have the options card, but this can also be confusion. Oh my God, thank you, you guys. Jesus. You guys treat me so well. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I received my Super Chats money today. It takes quite a while to get in, like a month or so once they start doing it, but it adds up, and like all of a sudden at the end of the month you're like your bills are all paid by Super Chat money. So thank you very much. They do take from it, but it just really adds up. So thank you. I appreciate it. I wish I could see your names. I'm shooting on my cell phone, so I can't, but I do appreciate it. So I feel like, 7 of Cups can be options. It can also be confusion. I feel like in this particular read, it's confusion. I feel like the confusion, let's start from the top and we'll read both side to side. Remember, this is group 2. This is group 2, okay? So group 1, I already read. You'll have to watch it from the beginning. We're going to do one more group after this. Thanks, sweetie. Oh, is that your name? That's pretty. Oh, no, Divine Guide. That's pretty. We definitely have 3 energies on the board. We have a Hasta, which I feel is a male energy. That would be an Aries energy. In Vedic astrology, they would have a lot of Aries and Taurus in their chart. They might have Gemini in their chart as well, in both Western and Vedic. So I read energy. So the way the cards feel when I pull them in my hand, what I see in the background of the cards. Very seldom do I look at the signs. I yawn, so I feel like the Hasta energy. Thank you so much. Gosh, you guys are making me blush. I feel like the Hasta energy. Hasta would be the nakshatra of one person in this. The Hasta energy, so I feel like something was brought from a past life. Two people prayed for each other. I see a man in a bathtub 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 to 4 years ago, sobbing in a bathtub, sobbing. Let me delete this person because we don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. There. Sorry. I had to delete someone. I see a man in a bathtub 4 to 7 years ago, and he was sobbing. He was going through a breakup, and he cried out for someone to be sent to him, someone beautiful, someone full of life, someone who would listen to him, and someone who would love him unconditionally. I feel like this man got that in this female energy. I feel like this is the Vishaka. The nakshatra to this one is Vishaka. That's my nakshatra, by the way. But that's not why. I just feel that energy. I feel like at the same time, simultaneously, we had a female energy praying for a man to be sent into her life that would be charming, intelligent. We've got a female energy that, although does not look intelligent, is highly intelligent. We've got a real high intellect here. Someone who could talk their way out of being captured for espionage, basically. And we had two people. The male energy feels Taurus in Vedic, feels very Gemini in Western, feels more Aries Taurus in Vedic, you know? Could be any sign. Let's not hold on to that. Likes to be in control. So does this one. So does she. We'll get to this third energy down here, because these two are looking right at each other right now. So I see a man crying in a bathtub. I hear the ocean. So must be close to water or a lake, an ocean, crying out for someone to be sent to him. He was feeling heartbroken over a situation that was had a lot of karma in it. You guys know my take on karma. So I feel like across town, across country, across states, There was another female energy that was praying for just her perfect man. I feel like we actually had someone praying for like curly hair, right? I do. I feel like we have someone that was like, make him have curly hair. Make him have salt and pepper in his hair. Make him have gray. Make him have someone who has a thing for older men, probably. Make him be wealthy. Make him know how to make love. Make him know how to pick good hotels. Someone has a thing for... Someone doesn't waste money on shoes and clothes. They spend money on health and caring for themselves, but they like nice things. And then we have a man that was pure class, but a hosta with the hatchet and the mice and the maze and the Queen of Swords, definitely air sign in Western astrology. That's not a kind energy in a relationship. Thank you, you guys. God, you guys keep sending me money and I really appreciate it. Thanks. So I think they went through their cycle together and they probably couldn't reach a point of agreement through the karmic phase. And so I do feel like this Two of Cups was over. So this was definitely a past life connection. Let's not put a label on it. Let's not put a label on it. Twin flame, soulmate, whatever. It came to an end. Other people were infiltrating the relationship. We have the mice. That's when someone, gets in your house, gets in your relationship, gets in your way. It doesn't have to be a third party. Could be family. I gotta delete this guy, sorry. Look, guy, we cannot read your messages. We can't understand them. You're out. Thank you. So that caused the karmic wheel to turn. We also have, I feel like, the Hasta energy. So this is a Hasta with heavy Aries, Taurus, Vedically. It feels like the Venus would be in Gemini. Feels like a Venus in Gemini in Vedic. I feel like they played the Queen of Swords role and cut someone out abruptly that put this person in an endless maze of, this is like my mental mind fuckery card here. Thank you for your, you guys are so nice. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you so much. I can't see anyone's name. Mary, I just saw yours too. Thank you. So I feel like this Two of Cups, this past life connection, the wheel turned because they couldn't work out the karma. We have one person that probably wanted to communicate. I'm sure it was so I think we have two situations going on here. We had I feel like, because we have the moon there, we had a Purva Bhadrapada dealing with a Hasta, and we had a Vishakta dealing with a Hasta. You guys understand? We had two people dealing with Geminis. And they had a lot of past life karma with the Geminis. We had a female energy dealing with a Gemini that shows up with a lot of Taurus, Aries energy Vedically. He shows up as a hasta. And we have another person that was dealing with a Gemini that has a lot of, looks like Virgo, Libra, Aries energy. She could have shown up as a hasta. So we have a male and a female that both probably didn't even know each other, but were dealing with the same type of situation. This is how your soul family works. This is how soul families come together, okay? You go through karmic situations, not karmic relationships. Every relationship has a karmic time period in it. Usually after you get through that karmic time period, you can flourish in the relationship. But we had two couples, separate entities, that were connected in some way, both dealing with the same type of energy. Got it? Sorry. So two people prayed together, they came together, they probably made sweet love. It was probably really passionate. They had the Two of Cups, that's past life soulmate shit. One person couldn't cope, they couldn't communicate, they cut the other one out. The other one felt probably belittled and betrayed and bedridden and fucked up in many types of ways because they were in the mental mind fuckery. Got it? Got it. Justice comes in. Communication, justice. Justice is the card of Libra. This isn't a queen. This isn't this energy down here. This energy is powerful. This energy draws people in without trying. This energy is dynamic. This energy can create stardust and fairies out of sand and gravel. Do you got me? Okay, let's move on. This energy is kind of a scale balancer. Libra, justice, balancing the scales. Justice came in. Could have been one of these energies it could have been this mouse, justice, coming in, infiltrating a relationship, and the dream was over. Ten of Swords, the dream. Down here, we have the cross. So that's organized religion. It's nonprofit. I feel like my lymphatic system is getting clogged. Like I want to speak but can't, you know? Like I need to like run, bounce, you know, like I need to move my stuff. So this is someone that's making a lot of money through like some type of religious organization or something. That's what this is down here. I don't know where that ties in. But then we have this energy that has emotionally walked away, I feel, from a hasta energy. Got the emotionally walking away card, and she's number 1 in the Lenormand. This is like a 35 to 45-year-old or something. Very attractive female, very outgoing. And we've got this gentleman who's the younger man card in the Lenormand making a judgment call on this energy because he's looking right at her. She's looking straight ahead. He's looking at her. Going to pull 2 more cards for your private reading. Situation number 2 resonates with me. Type that in the title. Private readings are at the Detox Intuitive. Wow. I cannot make this shit up if I tried. You know, if this is your story, you need to communicate. Someone needs to communicate, because we have the Ace of Wands, the 4 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. And that comes out on these 2 down here. This just is like perfect. So on these 2, Ace of Wands, a lot of passion. 4 of Wands, that's the marriage card. 10 of Cups, best card you can get in the deck. Right next to the 10 of Pentacles. So I don't know if these 2 are supposed to come together to create something in business, to do work in this lifetime. Maybe it's nothing. I don't see a 2 of Cups down here. Let's draw a few more. Let's just draw 3 more cards. 3 more cards from each deck for these 2 down here, because this up here is over. This up here was too karmic for someone to deal with. And, you know, instead of being mature and communicating, someone decided to like ghost someone. And I feel like this is in the past. Like this is like a year ago at least, or like several months ago. I don't feel like this is recent. I feel like with this energy, the Vishakta, I feel like she probably just asks something just for clarity. And a Vishakta energy is a Navasha Vishakta. Sorry, I'm so tired now. I can't even pronounce it. It's an energy that once they have clarity, they're fine. They just need clarity and they move on with no bitterness. Purva Bahadra Pada is going to give clarity, but not unless they're asked. But if they're asked, they'll give clarity. This one respects that. She likes that. The Hasta energy was the Queen of Swords energy. They just cut you out and don't give any clarity. Do you see what I mean? And that was a male energy. So let's draw. I want 3 more cards on this one. Wow. 3 more cards on this one. Wow. So bottom of the deck, the key. So these 2 hold a key of something supposedly supposed to happen together. They have the twin flame card in the Lenormand, the 2 of Swands. They also have the stork, but they also have the choice. So there's a choice they have to make. So you'll find out what the choice is in the private reading. Let's pull 3 more cards on these 2. This is beautiful. You guys, I'm getting so tired. I'm not going to do the 3rd group. I've got to wash my face and brush my teeth. Because falling asleep with makeup on is a cardinal sin. It's like you're going to hell in a handbasket. So these 2 are not focusing on the cups right in front of them. They're thinking something's over. We have the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have the 7 of Swords and the communication. The communication could be about someone that's going to work it out with a Gemini. We have the Page of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Wands, which is petty conflict, arguments, and we have the Lovers. What are these 2 down here supposed to come together for? Ace of Wands, Jesus. Strength. The World card. Five of Pentacles. The Moon. Moving away from difficult times. Wow, starting a new beginning. So obviously these two have some work to do together. So what you guys can do, because I am so exhausted, I've been on here 75 minutes and I'm gonna crash and burn. I have a very long drive to make to visit my family with 2 dogs, which is gonna be just lovely. I feel it is gonna be lovely, actually. I like long drives. Ugh. Huh. I'm so tired. I bet all of you are yawning now because yawning's contagious. So what you do is go to thedetoxintuitive.com, click on spiritual gifts and offerings, choose either group A or group B, okay? After you purchase your reading, I would suggest getting the twin flame reading or a love reading. You can send me an email after the purchase is made saying I'm in group A or I'm in group B. 5 questions, your sun and moon sign, and we will go from there. Also a good phone number to contact you at. Okay, you guys, I'm Andrea Cox. I'm super tired. I hope you guys have a beautiful, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You guys are so kind. Yeah, send us love on our journey because I drove it a few months ago. My family's from Ohio, but half my family lives in Phoenix now. I drove it a few months ago by myself and it was exhausting and I have a really bad neck. So I was like, oh my God, just get me there. But I'm gonna take the little rugworts with me. My little husbands with fur, they're so cute. They got groomed and they look really pretty. So I'm going to take them with me. And I stood in line earlier for Vans no-show socks for my nephew. Vans no-show socks. Apparently there is no-show and then there's super no-show. So I got the super no-show. And of course I had to get some for myself too. So now I feel like I'm stylish. But I stood in the longest line ever and the topics of conversation in front of me and behind me. I try not to be judgmental, but I was just like, this is, oh, I do want to tell you a story real quick. Okay, so I was leaving the mall and there was this guy at this stand and he was selling jewelry and I think he was from South Africa. Yeah, he had the most beautiful accent and he had 2, they were like carts of products, right? One was jewelry and the jewelry was really pretty. I mean, I'm not a huge jewelry person, but I like jewelry. And, you know, I was trying on rings, but the rings were a little too big for me, so I left them. And then he had purses made of cork. And, you know, I was all about that because I don't believe in using leather because I'm vegan. And I said, how long have you been here? He said, oh, this will be my last month. And I said, oh, why? Why is that? And he's like, oh, you know, the overhead is too much. And I said, no, you know, you just need to make more money. And he goes, well, you know, but reality is. And I said, well, the only reality you're toying with is your mind. Your mind is limiting you. Your mind is saying that you can't do it. And he's like, oh, you know, easy for you to say, you know, beautiful woman, you probably have men that give you money. I'm like, no, I make my own. And he was really, you know, and I was honest with him, you know, I was like, of course I've had men, you know, but no, I make my own. And it was just like, it was like his mindset shifted by the end of our conversation. I don't know why I'm sharing this with you guys. I'm so sleepy. Okay, have a Merry Christmas. I love each and every one of you. I'll try to pop in tomorrow because I feel like you guys are my tribe. Thank you so much for the likes on the video, for the subscribes. Please, when you subscribe, if you could hit the bell notification button that lets you know when I'll be on. Thank you so much. Yeah, I celebrate Christmas, but not Thanksgiving because I think Christopher Columbus was a dick without one. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Learn the real reality of Christopher Columbus. Anyway, I love you guys. He was a complete prick. Yeah. I love you guys. But see, I knew that when we were learning about Christopher Columbus in school, because I even said that in school. Yeah. Yeah. I've known that forever. Okay. I love you guys. I'm so tired. I'm going to wash my face. Okay. Good night. Thank you for the donations and everything. Okay. Potty mouth. Yeah. Does that not sit well with you, Matthew? I mean, fuck, Matthew. God. Okay. Good night. Can I not turn this off?